What up, Reader fam? Welcome back to my channel where we are blessed, stressed, and depressed. But we're still thriving, striving, and driving into a new lane. Today I'm bringing you a bookish haul. I've got books and I've got lots of bookish goodies and I've got lots of holiday cheer. Even though it's not the holiday yet, it is in my heart. And I'm gonna open up my heart to you today and open up that holiday cheer. Today's video is being sponsored by Redbubble. If you don't know anything about Redbubble, let me fill you in. Redbubble is the perfect place to find unique and meaningful gifts for anyone in your life. It gives independent artists a chance to share and sell their work, and it gives us people who have no artistic ability the chance to buy that art. They have an array of products from shirts, totes, stickers, water bottles, you name it, they've probably got it. That is only touching the surface. The holidays are coming up and Redbubble is the perfect place to find unique gifts for your friends and family. Redbubble hooked me up with a 15% off code to share with you guys, and that is RBC-H21-jessethereader. I will leave that right here, and I will also list that down below in the description as well. Go get some gifts for your friends and family, or go get some gifts for yourself. Treat yourself. I have a link down below in the description that's filled with everything that I'm going to be going over in today's video. So if you go and give that a little clicky click, then you'll be able to see everything that I mentioned in today's video. Now let's get to hauling. Let's haul it up. I've got a lot of Redbubble swag, so let's pick something from this pile first. I choose you! I honestly love doing Redbubble unboxings because it feels like Santa came through and said ho 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 to you and you and you. The first thing I got is this sweater. It says on it, read all the books. A lie I keep telling myself day after day is that I have the ability to read all the books. Thing is, reality check, there's no way that'll ever happen. A boy can dream, right? Yes, I will continue to lie to myself, and what about it? Because if I think about the fact that I can't read all the books ever, I fall into a sadness hole and end up buying more books because I think that'll fix the problem, when in fact that makes the problem worse. Anyway, I love this. Can't wait to live in this winter season, because if there's one thing you'll find me in during the winter season, it's either a hoodie or a sweater. Do we love it? I love it. Next, let's go over one of the books that I picked up recently. You've Reached Sam, one of my most anticipated releases of the year. An update. I read it. It crushed me, and I loved it. Amazing, satisfying, beautiful. It did make me cry. I don't remember the last time I cried while reading a book, but this one did that. Did every page nearly have me on the verge of tears? Yes. Yes, it did. It's a book about grief, and it definitely made it on my favorites list. If you don't know anything about You've Reached Sam, we follow Julie. She feels like she's got her life together. She knows where she's going in life. She sees her future perfectly, and it all involves plans that she set with her boyfriend Sam. But then Sam dies. Tragic. When she calls him one day just to hear his voicemail, guess who picks up? Sam. Y'all, it is devastating, and it's written in such a beautiful way. A way that moved me in the feely wheelies. And I can be really judgy when it comes to books about death. I can be like, you're done. I'm giving it the Jesse the Reader Best Book of 2021 award. There we go. Next up, I'm feeling this package. It's calling to me. It's telling me to open it. Oh ho ho ho, we got one of the Bookie Wookie pouches. This is a little pouch that has this book print all over it. I really loved the print, so I had to have it. You can use this for a lot of things. You can carry around tissues in it if you're reading a sad book. Carry earplugs if you're reading out in public and it's way too loud. Just shove in those earplugs and you've got it made. Or you can use it to carry stacks of cash when you go to the bookstore. Okay, I'll stop. It's got lots of uses, but the thing that I typically use it for is for storing bookmarks, which I know sounds kind of silly, but trust me when I say it works, because I am all the time losing bookmarks, or like I will be reading and I just have no idea where any of my bookmarks are. These pouches have saved my life. Now you might be thinking to yourself, does he have that many bookmarks that he needs to store them in a pouch? Yes, and one of it. Can't help that I collect all things bookish, but I also just can't stop myself. I know I'm a monster, and I'm not gonna stop being a monster. Next up here I have How We Fall Apart. Shoot, I could have written this from personal experience. 1-800 How We Fall Apart. This is Jesse. You need to know how to fall apart? I got you, bestie. I know all there is to know about falling apart. All jokes aside, this is a young adult dark academia book. Yes, the dark academia subgenre is still thriving, and honestly, this one feels very like Pretty Little Liars meets Gossip Girl, and while both of those shows took many left turns and ended up at a dead end, I don't feel like that's where this one's gonna go. It's gonna be a hole-in-one, nothing but net, straight through the hole kind of book. Or so I hope. That's always the hope going into a book, right? I'm realizing that I'm kind of putting really high expectations on this book. My bad. Here's my summary for you. Jamie has 4 former friends. Each friend has a secret. When Jamie goes missing and secrets begin to unravel, which friend is the guilty one and who will be punished? Let's go with this Redbubble package next. Whoa. Next up here, I've got this bookish water bottle. Gonna fill it up with some reader juice and chug, 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 and read the night away. Dun, 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 dun. If you get that reference, I love you. Something I've actually been like lacking in lately is staying hydrated while reading. Not only while reading, just in general, I've been having a hard time remembering to drink water. Sometimes I just can't help it though, because I'll be reading a book and I just get so focused in on what I'm reading. And then I look up and realize that, oh yeah, I'm not the main character of the book. And that in fact, I am not even the side character. I'm the side character's second cousin's cousin. Anyway, Anyway, what I'm saying is that I forget to shove some reader juice in my mouth while I'm reading. And this water bottle is gonna help me do just that. This is one of my favorite products from Redbubble actually, because you can get like any design you want on a water bottle. It says on it, sorry, my weekend is all booked, and it's got this really cool book design on it with some glasses. Somebody really needs to come out with a drink called Reader Juice, because I'd cop that. Give me that Reader Juice. The next book I picked up recently is Butterfly Yellow. Whoa, I just had a That's So Raven moment, where this title just like reminded me of the song Butterfly Kisses. Anyone remember that song? It was a melancholy bop from the 90s. Some of y'all never saw the 90s, but we're not gonna talk about that. No. This is actually a rather serious book, so let's change tones. This story follows a brother and sister in the heat of the Vietnam War. They hope to make it to America together, but in the split of a second, they're separated. We follow the eldest sister as she does everything she can to get back to her brother. But it's been years since they've seen each other, and the gap is growing bigger and bigger, and the question is, will he remember her? Y'all know I just like love playing the victim and being like, how dare this book destroy me? Like, I can't believe it destroyed me. It's so rude for that. And yet, who's the one that keeps buying them and consuming them? In court, I'd be found guilty. But we're not in court, so I'm gonna continue to play the victim card. How dare these books hurt me? Next package. Watcha. Next up, I got these Christmassy bookish coasters. These are book Christmas tree coasters. It's like a bookish Christmas tree within a snow globe, and I love them. I actually have this design somewhere on an acrylic block because I love it. There's like a major lack of bookish holiday themed items, so when I see something that's bookish meets holiday, I snatch it up real quick. I pull a Grinch and do some snatching. Also, let me just say, I've made a bookish Christmas tree before, link down below in the description if you want to see that video, and I don't know that I'd ever do it again, because the amount of times it almost fell over while filming that video, the amount of times that I wanted to read a book that I had placed within the Christmas tree, the amount of times I wanted to scream because of how uneven it was. If you want to scream, try building a bookish Christmas tree. But anyway, I love these coasters. I love this design. I feel like it'll just like bring some Christmas holiday cheer into my house, and I'm very excited about them. Let's do another Redbubble package. I feel like I know what this is. Like, just by feeling the package, I'm like, acrylic block? I think so. Which is one of my favorite products from Redbubble, let me tell you. I just love getting them and putting them on my bookshelf because it just adds some spice, adds some decor, really just makes the bookshelf pop even more. Here it is. As you can see, it's got lots of holiday cheer on it. We've got a couple sweaters, we've got some socks, we've got some mittens, some tea, presents, a scarf, coffee, just lots of holiday cheer on this. I've been really putting in the effort to like get in the holiday spirit this year. Like, as you can tell behind me, got some decor happening on the bookshelf. So of course I had to pick up some holiday themed Redbubble items for my bookshelf, because this is really the only place I've decorated so far in my house. I need to like expand that, but I'll get there when I get there. Let's place this on the bookshelf and see if it unlocks holiday spirit. I feel like I just heard a faint ho ho ho. I think it worked. I'm too much, aren't I? The next book I have here is Xoxo. Does anyone actually like legitimately use Xoxo? Like, all jokes aside, straight face, no sarcasm. Do you use Xoxo when you send something? No judgment. I always just say like XOXO Gossip Girl. Like, if I'm saying bye to someone on the phone, I pull my XOXO Gossip Girl card. Or if I spill some hot gossip, I'm like XOXO Gossip Girl. It works in lots of situations. I recommend taking notes and using XOXO Gossip Girl in every situation from now on. This book has a K-pop element, which was exactly the selling point for me. You've got a book that involves K-pop? Say no more. In my cart, on my shelf, good to go. This book follows Jinny, who is moving to Seoul, Korea, but before she leaves, she has this wild last night in Los Angeles with this boy named Jaewoo. She thinks that she'll never see him again, but then guess who she bumps into in Korea? Jaewoo, and she finds out that, oh my god, Jaewoo is a K-pop star. Now, if you know anything about K-pop, they're typically forbidden to date. Yes, it's a thing. Yes, it's corrupt. This obviously causes complications, as romance doesn't seem to be in the cards for Jaewoo. But when love pulls, it pulls hard. I'm ready for the messiness that this book is going to drop into my lap. Give me the K-pop drama of my dreams. Please, oh please, oh please. XOXO Gossip Girl. I'll stop, I promise. Next up, I'm pretty sure these are art prints, so let's open them all together. I have a wall over here of bookish art prints next to my bookshelf. Most of them are actually from Redbubble, but I'm needing some more towards the bottom, so I stocked up. Okay, well, these are not actually the art prints that I thought that they were. These are actually Christmas cards that I got, so we'll just go over these right now. I got some punny Christmas cards and then one normal one because, you know, gotta have one normal one among the craziness. This one says mistletoe, Santa Paws, a beeline festive, and this one that just says joy. This is the normal one, even though it's technically not normal because, like, the Christmas tree has arms and eyes and a mouth. So I'll admit that I don't really send out cards, but I've decided that I want to be the kind of person that starts sending out cards. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna become that person. You can be anyone you want to be, my friends. The first art print that I got is Sorry I Can't, My Weekend is Booked. As you can see, it's a bookish illustration. We've got some coffee, some tea, some cookies, some glasses. I feel like I honestly need this to be my contact picture in everybody's phone that I'm in, just so they know before they text me to hang out that this is the situation. Sorry, I can't. I'm booked. Literally. That way I don't have to come up with a fake excuse. Sorry, I'm busy trimming my grass with scissors. When in reality, I'm on my couch in potato mode. Love potato mode. Next up here, I have The Forest of Wool and Steel. I believe this one initially intrigued me because of the fairy tale serves. It was servant. It said, you want a fairy tale feeling? Put your nose in me and sniff it in. That was such a terrible way to put that, but I am clearly over caffeinated today. It follows this boy who gets overtaken with his love for piano. And we follow him as he gets swept up in that and gets taken on a journey. I know it sounds mysterious. I know you're saying, huh? But I remember specifically when I put this in my cart that it was going to be a banger. I just knew it. I'll keep you updated as soon as I read it. I'll let you know if it was a banger or not. So hold on to this receipt so that when I come back and rave about it, you'll be able to be like, he called it. But if I end up hating it, then just get rid of the receipts, please. I'll just act like I have no idea what you're talking about. The next book I have here is The Deathless Girls. This book is beautiful, like way too beautiful. Look at the inside pages and the hardback itself. Are you joking? What in the magic is this? It's indescribable. That's what it is. All the other books wish they could be this beautiful. They can't all be you. This story follows these two girls who are on the verge of discovering their destiny, but then they end up being captured and enslaved. And it ends up becoming the story about fates being redefined. And we follow the girls as they come up with a plan to take fate into their own hands. Next Redbubble package. It's a tote, and it says on it, nose in a book. As you can see, it's got this beautiful design on it. I love all the flowers on it. It's gorgeous, darling. It's gorgeous. And it's got a reminder for me to keep my nose in a book and not in somebody else's business. Because I can be nosy. If there's drama happening, I want to sniff up that gossip. Into the nostrils you go. Now, if I feel drama coming into my own life, that's when I say nope and find the closest exit. I'm revealing a lot about myself today, apparently. I feel like book lovers should just start hanging tote bags instead of stockings each year during the holidays. You heard it here first, folks. We're starting a trend. We're changing how the holidays go. Out with stockings, in with totes. I mean, all I'm getting and giving for Christmas are books anyways, so it just makes sense. Next up here, I have the book Not Here to Be Liked. That title though, Not Here to Be Liked. But sad when people don't like us. Now that should be the sequel and I'll be the star of it. In this book, we've got Eliza who will do anything to achieve her dreams. And she's willing to fight to do anything to become the editor-in-chief of her school's newspaper. But when ex-jock Lynn decides to run for the position, Eliza spills her frustration into an essay. And guess what happens with that essay? It goes viral. And she accidentally starts a feminist movement. Lynn and Eliza end up being put together to work together as editor-in-chief. And let's be real, that's a recipe for disaster. Oh dear God, if this is not enemies to lovers, I will be sad. I will rip this book a new one because that is just a setup for the perfect enemies to lovers situation. The way this book is just dripping in tension already, like I feel the tension. I feel it. I definitely had to halt filming yesterday and we are filming on a new day now, so if things have changed a little bit, that's why. The next book I got is Ferryman, because apparently I just can't not pick up books about death. I gotta have them. This book follows Tristan, who is a ferryman, and the job of a ferryman is to lead the souls of the dead to their next chapter, essentially. We follow Tristan as he leads Dylan onto her next journey after she has passed away due to a train wreck. I just have this feeling, I don't know if it's the cover itself, but I just feel like these two are gonna have a hard time letting go of each other. Like I feel like they're gonna like fall into maybe the romance pool, and then when it gets to the point where Tristan has to be like, yo, go that way to your next chapter, it's gonna be hard for them to like untangle from each other. You know what I mean? Like that's just the vibe this cover is giving me. It's going to be devastating for both the characters and for us readers. I'm prepping for death by book. The next Redbubble item we've got here, I got a Christmassy tree travel mug. Because Christmas and coffee, name a more powerful duo. You can't. I just know my coffee is gonna taste better in this. It's gonna help me fill up with Christmas cheer with each sip. I'll be screaming ho ho ho. I'll stop doing that obnoxious sipping though, I promise. But here is the design. It's beautiful. As you can see, it's got all these trees all over it and I just love it. I love the color. Do you guys get real Christmas trees for Christmas or do you just have like the fake ones? I'm all about the fake ones because the real ones are just a lot of work. Respect to people who can have real ones, though I have heard that they smell real good. Next up, I got the Blood of Stars duology. These are the Fairy Loot editions because I just had to have these books simply because of the sprayed edges. They're just so nice. Look at them, look at them, look at them. And then also the hardbacks themselves, like, are you joking? And then the inside flappy, are you joking? They are not joking. They literally came for my wallet. They said, you better pay up for these editions. Have I read these books? No, I have not. Am I excited to read them? Yes, I am. Am I terrified that I might hate them? And I spent spent too much money on these editions? Yes, you bet that's the case. Essentially, in this duology, we follow Maya, who disguises herself as a man, to take the place of her ailing father in order to win the favor of the Emperor. By doing this, she hopes that she'll be able to become the Imperior Tailor. This is a duology that I've been wanting to read for a long time, and I also just really have been wanting to try out this author in general, so I'm gonna be doing it. We're gonna be giving it a go. Let's go! Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Next up, I think these are the other art prints. Hopefully, we'll find out. Let's go. Oh. First up, we have this one that says believe in your shelves, and it's got a little bookshelf on it with a blue backdrop. Give me a pun, I'll give you my love. Now you might be wondering, what does it mean to believe in your shelves? It means you believe in their strength to carry and protect your books. Duh. The next one I have here is not very holiday-ish, but that's okay. I just had to have it because I love this illustration so much. It's beautiful and yellow and books and shops and books and shops and yellow and beautiful. Yes, it honestly makes me want to go book shopping right here, right now. Says the boy who's in the middle of a book haul. Anyway, I love this illustration style. I love this illustrator in general. They have a lot of great work on Redbubble. I will leave a link to their actual profile down below in the description if you want to check it out. This is also my favorite style of material to get my prints on from Redbubble because it's super sturdy, it's really thick, and just super nice. This is the artboard print style, and I definitely recommend this style if you're looking for like a really sturdy art print style. And the last print I got is this one. Again, this is not very holiday-y, but it's bookish, and I just had to have it because it's so cute. We've got this book that's a tent. We've got somebody under the book. They've got a little heart there, and it's like this kind of camp setting, and I just really love it. Is it practical to use a book as a tent? Maybe not, but definitely aesthetic, that's for sure. The way it'd be so trippy to be reading a book underneath a book. The last book that I have to show you guys today is Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. This is the sequel to These Violent Delights, a book that was dark, gruesome, and just violent, and I loved every bit of it. I just remember that I could like show you These Violent Delights. This is These Violent Delights. This is its sequel, Our Violent Ends. Essentially, this is a loose Romeo and Juliet retelling with a lot more violence and a lot more blood and some creatures that are terrifying, basically. It's set in the 1920s in Shanghai, and These Violent Delights was one of my favorite reads of this year. I'm kind of avoiding this one though, because I know it's gonna crush me. Because I know that once I read this book, I will not be able to read it again, but like I should just like bang it out, because honestly, if I don't read it soon, there's a chance that I could just forget everything that happened in this book, and like I don't want that to happen before I read this book. So I need to get to it soon. Lastly, I have two more things to show you from Redbubble. Let's start with this one. I feel like I know what this is. They have a massive selection of stickers on Redbubble, and I love stickers. I could stick stickers on everything, and I'd be happy. I'd be the happiest. So I had to pick up a few, of course. First up, I've got Bimo from Adventure Time. Arguably one of the best characters from Adventure Time, I'll be honest. I never really got around to completing Adventure Time, but like I enjoyed what I did watch of it. Then I have this sticker that says doing my best, because honestly, that's all I'm doing, folks. I'm doing my best. I'm out here, I'm trying to survive, and I'm doing my best. And then finally, I got a sticker from one of my all-time favorite animated shows, and that is Over the Garden Wall. If you have not watched Over the Garden Wall, you gotta watch it. But you're also like required to watch it in the fall time. I mean, you can watch it any other time during the year, but like if you don't watch it in fall time, you're kind of missing out. I'm just saying. So like Over the Garden Wall, if you haven't watched it yet, save it for next year. Or you can watch it now. Honestly, watch it whenever you want to watch it. I just think it's best to watch it in the fall time. Those are the stickers I got. Now the last thing I have here, let's find out what it is. Oh, that was a fail. Final thing I have here is this notebook, and on it says, between the pages of a book is a lovely place to be. No lies detected. No truer words have been spoken. Outside of the words, I have a book buying problem. Those are both true words and both fighting words. I feel like I bring this up every time I do a Redbubble haul, but that's also because I get a journal every time I do a Redbubble haul. The other problem I have outside of buying books is buying journals. So listen, journals just carry so much potential. They can sometimes be the starting point for making dreams happen, baby. Who wouldn't be addicted to something that can help you make dreams come true? I just can't help myself. Alright guys, that is it for this Redbubble unboxing and book haul. I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, don't forget that I have all the items that I showed you guys today down below in a list. Be sure to go and click that and check out the things on my list and check out everything else that Redbubble has to offer. And of course, don't forget I have a code for you for 15% off your order, so use the code RBC-H21-jessethereader. And please, if you guys get anything, send me pictures of it on Instagram because I want to see it. I want to see what you guys got. I want to see your Redbubble hauls. Also, be sure to let me know down below in the comments if you have read any of these books and what your thoughts are on them, or if you haven't read any of these books. And let me know down below in the comments what are some books that you have on your Christmas wish list. If you like this video, be sure to go and hit that like button. If you want to see more bookish content from me, be sure to go and hit subscribe or go and hit that bell icon and you'll be notified every time I post new videos. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope your day is bright, that tomorrow is brighter. Keep reading what your heart desires, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.